Alright, well, I haven't been filming as much as I should be. I need to at least be doing some time lapse or something here. I've actually gotten pretty far in the engine, even though I'm running into a few issues. Not everything I'm having issues with, but like one issue I'm having is I got this nice new intake that I'm really happy with. It's really pretty. I think it's gonna make this engine look really good, but the water pump interferes right here. The throttle linkage is hitting right there, so I have a new water pump coming in where the pipe comes kind of in an angle. It's still a truck water pump. I didn't want to use the car water pump because you would have to get some spacers back here between the water pump, and I just didn't really want to do that. I wanted to keep with the truck water pump to keep my belts all correct, or at least the alignment of the belt all correct. So I have a new water pump coming, and hopefully fix that issue. Got the front accessory drive put on, and I am very happy with this company. The ICT billet, the products, at least this is the first time I've dealt with them, and I am extremely happy with how their products have come out already. Everything just fit like it was supposed to. Everything that they mentioned was just spot on, and everything is fitting perfectly. This power steering bracket is stout. It is beefy. Power steering pump isn't going anywhere. One thing on the alternator, they do have on the other style alternator, like from like a Camaro, there's a bracket that would go to this hole, so I may have to get a different alternator, but they did say that I don't need to for sure. They just say that there's not a provision for it on the truck alternator, so I may leave it. We'll see if I can find a good deal on a Camaro, early Camaro alternator. I may do that. Trying to get these headers on, and that's where I've run into the biggest issue with this aftermarket subframe. The body is lower on the frame, and the engine is kind of tucked up higher in the body, and the headers look like they're on, but they're actually, the holes are not lining up, because the reason why, you can't really see it down there, but down at the collector is actually hitting the bottom of the car. So unfortunately, I have to modify these headers. The only other option is to buy the custom headers from TCI, and they're fairly expensive, so I'm going to see if I can just modify these headers because they're a little bit more affordable, and I like the look of these, the polished stainless and everything. So I'm going to have to cut the collector off, shorten it a little bit, and then kind of angle it downwards to clear the body. I've got some custom, or not custom, but some bends here, some tubing bends. I'm going to have to do completely custom exhaust, unfortunately, because with the 4-link in the rear also, none of the factory systems or the aftermarket systems fit this car because it's going to interfere with the 4-link. So I have to do custom exhaust all the way back, which is why I had to buy a new welder. I bought a new TIG welder. It's an AC/DC TIG welder. I bought that AC/DC because I want to be able to do aluminum at some point, or be able to weld aluminum at some point. So I'll have to get to try this thing out, and that's what I'm hopefully going to get to do today, is maybe modify that lower header collector and see if that works. But other than that, everything is coming together pretty good. I do have the drive line in. I'm not going to crawl under there now, but thankfully a off-the-shelf drive line fit it in the right length anyway. Got the starter put on. It's tucked down there too. I've got most everything coming, or either coming or here, so it's just kind of putting it together. But like I say, I keep running into some little issues, like clearance issues mostly. But we'll get that figured out. I got brake lines to do. Maybe get that started on that today too, but we'll see. But I just haven't been updating as much as I should, and just wanted to give a quick update.